Well.
Wow.
Insulation. Man, you know. Well, we've come to evaluate the floors. We had planned to patch and salvage the floors before the water damage, and now we're going to evaluate and just see how much damage there actually was done from the water and whether or not we have to pull them up to help remediate the water damage. So Jim's going to do some testing, take some mold samples, and we'll do some sanding and see what we can see. Alright, so you got the moisture meter.
Moisture meter, and we just uncovered this yesterday. 17.4% high moisture.
Alright, so it leached through there. So we've got some stuff that was clearly old damage. This piece was missing. There really isn't a spot where it isn't covered with paint, or got lots of places where other things happened. It almost kind of looks like it's warped right here too. An optical illusion, I don't know.
Yeah, that's reasonable. 10% there.
Okay. So we have occasional small spots where you can see what the original looked like. Like in here. But boy, there's just paint and just really aren't any good spots that are clean. Some green and red confetti or glitter or something on there. So we already knew it was going to take a lot to refinish it, and now we have these wet spots and these buckled areas and squishy areas. So what do you think about that?
I'm afraid that, places where it's wet like this,
Yeah.
means it's going to be wet underneath on the subfloor. And if we don't take that out, then the subfloor is going to rot.
Well, we were going to take a couple pieces up and see what it was on the subfloor anyway, right? And since those are already warped, we'd have to take those out to repair, so let's do that. What do you?
Let's stick some out there.
Okay.
Is your floors. We can just, I won't say that.
I didn't believe you. What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
What was I going to say?
Yeah.
I said if your floor's squishy, just screw it.
Oh, you can say that. You can say that on the YouTube channel.
Surely not. Moisture meter on the way. 17.9.
What's our goal?
Our goal? Well, there should be normal humidity in here for it goes up and down. But we take one out here where it's been exposed to ambient for a long time. That would be the goal of the day.
The kitchen was pretty dry.
Yeah, kitchen is good. 13.3.
So that's kind of what the relative humidity is making the floor
Yes.
normally. Yeah. So it should be 13. So it's wet under there.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bode well for being able to keep this floor, does it?
No.
Oh.
And what I want next is I want to pull up some of this paper, bag it, and scraping off the back of this, and then the scraping off the subfloor down here. See what kind of mold we're growing here. Shave biopsy, right?
finding water underneath it. It's kind of too much of a risk to leave it on, isn't it?
Yeah. When we bought the place, it was dry. The rest of it. And we could have refinished this.
It would have been perfect, but it would have been original.
And we could, this part that had been damaged with the screws fastening it down, we could replace that, patch that in.
Fill it or something.
With pieces that we salvaged from the entryway.
Lesson, always go with a highly recommended roofing company if you can.
Well, this roofing company actually had a fairly good reputation for coming and working, but they didn't send their personnel. They subcontracted it without telling us. The pieces that aren't splintered, I mean, we can take them out carefully and stockpile them against the possibility of
Finding the same floor.
patching it back in with this material. Maybe we can salvage enough from the dining room. Probably not going to be economically reasonable to do that, but it might be emotionally reasonable to do it. But it's going to be a lot more work than pulling it up and putting down a near replica, or as close as we could get to that.
Well, how do you remove it carefully?
Tongue and groove. This is the tongue side,
Right.
so it'll be nailed on this side on an angle down here. Like, well, you know that.
Right.
Because we put flooring on it before. So you need to approach it from the tongue side.
So you just find a nail and pull it up and try not to break the tongue.
No, just tilt it up so that it pulls the nail as you go.
Show me how.
Yep. Find an end. You see there's a nail there, so we're just gonna go under the board here and then tip it back this way to pull that up a little bit. Let's see, we have another bar. There's a nail there. There's another nail here. Another nail here. Another nail here. Tip those back. That'll loosen the nail in the wood and just keep working along the piece. There's the end of the board right there. Found the board end. Got these nails started and tipped up. Pulling the nail out of the subfloor now. Like that. And you get all the nails that were driven on an angle through that tongue.
Okay.
And you don't break the groove. Now we can denail this, and then you've got a used piece of intact original hardwood, but a huge amount of labor to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand what it's going to take. Yeah, I'm starting to see all the labor that went into saving wood in those architectural salvage stores. Well, let's talk about it and see where that can be fit into the work plan.
The other thing we want to do is see how deep the paint and
Oh yeah, that's right.
solvent or whatever damage that pre-existed. If we sand an area that encompasses chemical damage, see how much discoloration there is in the floor.
That seems like a good sample. Let's do that.
Now, the wood itself looks like it's not stained a lot from the chemical. The finish, it looks like it's going to sand out to be uniform.
I think it looks pretty good.
See when I push on it in the seam line right here?
Yeah.
It closes up. It's soft underneath it.
Is that the subfloor? Is that what you mean?
Well, it's either the subfloor or the bottom of the oak. Something soft there.
I don't really feel it. I don't feel it. Really.
But you can see it, right? See the width of that?
Yeah.
And when I push on it, you see it change?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. I got my microscopic vision.
All right, we're back again today. Overnight we decided we're gonna try to salvage the floor, or I am. I'm gonna do the work and pull it up and save as much as I can. So I'm pretty excited. I wanna keep as much of these original floors as possible. So I think it's worth the effort for me. But before we do that, there's always cleanup every time I come here, but that's good, that's progress. The demo crew came and removed the nails from the ceiling and the walls, and Jim came and knocked out some of this old insulation from up in the eaves, and he was looking for more treasures because that's where everything's been buried. So let's get to work. I'm gonna start making dust in here. More nails? Yes. The answer is yes. So many freaking nails. Look at this bucket of nails. It's full. I can hardly lift it. As I was cleaning up the floor, I started noticing this up here, and that's not going to fly for repair. It looks like the lathe is damaged.
The ceiling was impinging on it here,
Yeah, I see that.
so that's why they really dropped it.
Well, there's also some lathe that still needs to be taken down. It's not really clean.
Well, yeah.
But what I'm saying is I'm going to clean it up because it has to be flush for
Yeah,
putting the new ceiling on. So if I'm going to clean it up, it's damaged right there.
Yeah.
Should I Just take a section out until I can get smooth, or should I just take that whole length out because it's all pretty crappy up there? It looks like it's more intact over here and along there, but still it's not clean. That's what I'm saying.
I think the thing to do first and see if it works out, but I think it will, is just to take the plaster off and leave the lap
Okay.
all the way across, even though it's broken.
Yeah. Can we repair that?
Well, I won't have to. The replacement plaster will bridge that.
What do you mean? You mean replacement drywall?
Drywall, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to spend some time cleaning that up
Okay.
because I'd rather it make the mess now, since I keep having to clean this room up
Yeah.
over and over and over.
Here,
Okay, sounds good. You know, I thought I was going to be able to work on the hardwood floors today. Finally tackle that situation. But it seems to me that the sooner we get this place insulated and drywalled, the sooner we can move in. So that takes some priority. Jim's outside working a little bit on putting out the braces for the new siding that will be coming up later. So today I guess I'll tackle cleaning up this demo that needs to be done, making it so when the drywallers come, it's just easy for them and they don't have to take time to clean it up. So I guess it's another demo day.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly.
Phew! It smells like mildew in here. That's from opening all the ceilings and the walls. So that was caused by the delay in getting this remediated, right? As we were waiting for the insurance company.
Yep.
Man! Well, at least it's open now. We're gonna call in the mold remediation guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 3 steps forward, 4 steps back.
No.
What?
No.
No? 1 step
forward.
1 step forward, 2 back?
Something like that.
2 steps forward, 1 back?
No, we're ahead.
Are we ahead?
Yeah, it's open. Now it's not going to get any worse now.
Oh, that's true. It's not going to get any worse. Well, the lovely crew that came and finished the demo of all of the plaster walls and ceilings has finished. So now let's take a tour and see what this gutted house looks like now. So you've seen some of the rooms that Jim and I worked on. These 2 rooms, the old kitchen and the new kitchen. And this is going to be the new dining room. And I cleaned that up yesterday. And the crew came in and did a very good job of taking down the rest of those remaining things we couldn't reach. Did a lot of nice detail work. So here's the front door. You can see all the wall plaster and all the ceiling plaster is removed. So she's just got her skeleton. So now we're upstairs. This used to be a tiny, tiny bedroom. And the decision now is that it's going to become the laundry room, which we're so excited about. So we've moved the laundry room upstairs. It's back out here in the hallway. This is another tiny bedroom that's going to be a really good office. Looks like we have a little bit of insulation to remove, but we were able to keep these ceilings, which I hope we can replicate these through the house after the drywall goes up, because I like them a lot. And this is another big bedroom, which might be my office. I might get the big office. We'll see. And another bedroom. And we had been working on this bathroom at the very beginning of our demolition process because we knew already that the floor was sunken in here. And the bathroom was a disaster with visible signs of mildew before we even had the roof leak. So this part of the house we had to start with. The rest of the house was dry until now, but we're working on remediating that. And this was turned into another tiny bedroom. If you remember, not sure, the old stairwell was covered over many, many years ago. It used to come up here and around here. This used to be the back stairwell. And I guess to create more bedrooms and more space in the house, they turned this into a little bedroom, had a little closet. This is going to be our main floor bathroom for anyone in any of the bedrooms out here, like the guest bathroom, I guess. And this is going to be turned into a master bath. We're going to put a door in here. And someone suggested we make it a pocket door instead of a barn door, and that is just so good. It's funny how your mind doesn't think of these things until somebody brings it up and you're like, well, that's so obvious. Of course. So I'm so grateful for those little words you guys said, keeping keeping things going in the direction they should be. And this is going to be the master bedroom. We still have to fix the incredibly sloping floor right here. But now that we've got it all uncovered, we've found the areas that we need to jack up and re-support and replace the joists and put in I-beams and all those things that Jim is working with the engineers about. So, we're getting there. We are hopefully through almost all the demolition we need to do. I mean, at least for the walls and ceilings. What's left is, which the workers will be working on next week, is removing the rest of this old tile floor and this VCT board, is that what that's called? This plywood, whatever's here, that's over top the wood floors. And after that, we'll be able to determine if the water has seeped underneath these wood floors. We'll do some testing, and if we have to remove these as well. For all that exploration, we will be able to know how much wood flooring we'll have to try and find from the architectural salvage stores. Hopefully we can find the right size, but we're confident we'll find something that will work. So I guess we can only go up from here. But I did it without breaking the tongue. Yay! So happy! To be continued. I wore a hole in my glove.
Well, I have some more gloves.
I would like a new pair.
It's perfect.
I keep rubbing my finger on stuff and it hurts. Giving you the thumbs up. you doing? Nice job. Remediation. Remediate. There's so many architectural